Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Editors have picked all of the highlighted goods and services on their own. On orders placed through its retail connections, soaps.com might get paid a commission, and the retailer might get some auditable data for their records. Yes, this week's soapbox is a few days early. This Thanksgiving, those of us at soaps.com are taking a vacation to spend time with our families. We also agreed to postpone discussing the entire situation until the following week's Days of Our Lives column because Doug's death happened on the holiday but continued into the entire following week. We will simply end all of the crying at once. Changes are welcome. Given that it's Thanksgiving, I'd want to take a moment to discuss something for which I'm grateful this year, Days of Our Lives recognizing that it was veering too much into absurdity and ultimately reversing its direction. The sci-fi and fantasy aspects will be toned down, and body and soul will be dropped. For the time being, hopefully, Sarah's miracle serum will be the last of the crazy science treatments. In addition, Belle and Sean have returned, and Martha Madison expressed her admiration for the new writing team. In addition to Bo and Hope's official reunion, I'm expecting for a deeper link to the show's past than simply asking, what minor character can we dig up from the past and claim its history? Harris Michaels cough. Characters and actors, particularly women, have seemed to be leaving Days of Our Lives in recent years, but with the return of several well-known personalities and significant legacy characters, it appears that things are turning around. That's not to say I haven't liked what we've had, but there's always space for improvement, and the obvious place to start is by focusing stories on character and family bonds rather than fanciful storylines. Passing the torch alright, everyone who was wagering that Rafe would leave the force and join Black Patch wins. And I like how they're going about it. Rafe can join as a field operator and then move into a more partnership role when we say goodbye to John, rather than nearly taking over as John's replacement following his death. Knowing where they're going with John and his impending demise will make it feel less forced. I'm not sure whether that will ease the transition, but it's just one more reason to be grateful to Drake Hodgson for enjoying the show and being sympathetic enough to approve John's death. Taking sides even while Alex didn't say he was Team Xander, it appears that's precisely where he's going, especially after finding out about Stephanie and Philip's past. I guessed that aspect, but I didn't anticipate how difficult the show's turn into that past would be. Indeed, they were engaged and on the verge of marriage. You can read about their entire history here, but it appears abrupt since it has been mostly disregarded since their breakup. Furthermore, I didn't anticipate Philip taking over Titans so quickly. How on earth could that occur? He was discussing a public relations campaign to gain favor with Kate 1 minute, and then he was making his big announcement at Thanksgiving. If we ever saw Xander running Titan, I would be more intrigued about this. At least we saw Maggie make the difficult choices when she was CEO. Days, just choose someone and be committed to it for a while. And given how little Alex seemed to care once he went outside to speak with Leo, I might not be the only one who feels unimpressed by the swap. Creating enemies. This is the most happy, brutal form of EJ that I enjoy. During a brief conversation, he casually told Joy that it would be best for her to leave town and that he would do everything in his power to make that happen. Then he turned directly into, let's have dinner now, shall we? Purchase now on Amazon. She would want to keep him quiet and avoid having to leave town, so we have another suspect for when he is shot. You can watch a sneak peek in the video below. Furthermore, based on next week's spoilers, it appears that Johnny will not tolerate his father's interference. Joy, Johnny, and Gabby are the first people that come to mind when I think of suspects. They need to bring in more people if they want to make this a true whodunit, as I indicated the other week, but as of right now, those are the ones being set up. Wandering thoughts. If I hear the phrase tainted cupcakes again. In fact, I'm going to start making it into a drinking game after all. I can no longer bear it sober. The fact that Justin ordered pizza after the Kiriakis dinner was damaged was a reference to the long-standing Quartermaine custom of ordering pizza after their own Thanksgiving dinners are wrecked, for those who are not familiar with General Hospital and Wally Kurth's portrayal of Ned Quartermaine. Every year, Xander was forced by Sarah to swear that he would not pursue Philip in the same manner that he pursued Brady. Before Xander attempted to shoot his half-brother in the face, perhaps she ought to have tried that. Okay, anything. I would be more critical of Alex for not knowing that Stephanie had previously been engaged to his cousin, but I also have a large number of cousins, second cousins, and first cousins via blood. Half the time, I also don't know who they're all dating or engaged to until the wedding. These clashes between Gabby and EJ are still being treated as half flirtation, correct? They seemed less scary and more like they were only seconds away from tearing each other's clothes off in this final one. Thanksgiving, which ought to have been a happy day to honor family, took a tragic turn when Jack learned that Doug had died while he was sleeping. While Jennifer contacted Hope to inform her of her father's death, he had to deliver the news to a devastated Julie. As soon as the word got out in Salem, help arrived at Julie's house to help her during her difficult time. As the soap opera reaches 15,000 episodes, Salem bids Doug Williams farewell next week. Families in Salem, including the Johnsons, Bradys, and Carvers, raise a glass to Doug's memory. Sierra opens the Horton time capsule and Belle returns. What mysteries could it contain? Lucas has returned home as well to spend time with his family. When her brother Steve Olson comes back to help Julie, she is taken aback. Marie Horton and Liz Chandler are also returning to Salem, so he's not the only old acquaintance. Apparently, neither is delighted to see the other. Even though they may not have gotten along at the time, they all gather to bid Doug farewell. Julie claims that even though she lost the love of her life, everyone around her still loves her. Hope is placing flowers on her father's grave as part of the ongoing memorial service and celebration of Doug's life this week. When his fancy face most needs him, will Bo be able to assist her before he wakes up? Check out our spoilers for Days of Our Lives to see who not only surprises Julie but also might be the person she needs during her difficult time. We have the inside scoop on this brand new Days of Our Lives character who lives next door to Horton, if you can't wait. Creating enemies. This is the most happy, brutal form of EJ that I enjoy. During a brief conversation, he casually told Joy that it would be best for her to leave town and that he would do everything in his power to make that happen. Then he turned directly into, "Let's have dinner now, shall we? Purchase now on Amazon." She would want to keep him quiet and avoid having to leave town, so we have another suspect for when he is shot. You can watch a sneak peek in the video below. Furthermore, based on next week's spoilers, it appears that Johnny will not tolerate his father's interference. Joy, Johnny, and Gabby are the first people that come to mind when I think of suspects. They need to bring in more people if they want to make this a true whodunit, as I indicated the other week, but as of right now, those are the ones being set up. Xander was forced by Sarah to swear that he would not pursue Philip in the same manner that he pursued Brady. Before Xander attempted to shoot his half-brother in the face, perhaps she ought to have tried that. Okay, anything. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.